I would like to hand over the mic to Sajjad sir to continue the program. Before that, I would like to inform the parents that they are supposed to collect their awards from the help desk. Jazakallah.
Brothers and sisters, we've seen how you've been enjoying the program. You've been very patient. You've supported the students. May I request you to continue this? We have a few more programs right after a short talk from me and some words of wisdom from our chief guest and guest speakers. May I request our chief guest, Mr. Nagaraj Yadav sir, and our guest speakers, Tanveer Ahmed sir and Mr. Zamir Pasha sir, to please come onto the dais, along with our CEO, Mr. Umar Bhai, and our principal, Sheikh sir. Bashir uncle. Bashir uncle, could you please join us on the stage, please? Thank you. Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Nagaraj Yadav, respected guest speakers, Mr. Tanveer Ahmadullah and Mr. Zamir Pasha, respected Principal and CEO of Al-Basheer International School, our beloved Bashir uncle, dear parents and guests. You've gathered here to see your children and our students showcase their talent before you. They have toiled hard to bring satisfaction to your hearts and cheer on your faces, and expect in return a warm smile, cheers, appreciation for their efforts, not only from the respective family members, but also from all those seated here. We appreciate your cooperation and encouragement so far and urge you to remain here until the end of the program. I will take a few minutes to speak about Al-Basheer International School and will brief you on the developments over the last 1 year and our future programs. Our objective at Al-Basheer School is to provide a holistic learning environment to our students. Besides academics, we focus on every student's cultural and spiritual readiness to face the outside world. Our core offering to our students is an experience comprising of an optimal proportion of 3 elements: academics, faith, and fitness. We believe these 3 elements in proper dosage and at appropriate times can give proper shape to a student's life. And we know that these 3 elements should be an inseparable part of student life. A child who is doing good in academics, a child who is physically and mentally strong, a child who is a law-abiding citizen and has the knowledge to distinguish between right and wrong in the light of the Quran and Sunnah. Aren't those the basic characteristics we all look out for in our children? With this as a base, every child progresses further depending on his or her individual strengths and abilities. Let me throw some light on these 3 elements and how we work on them. In terms of academics, our vision is to impart worldly knowledge to our students in the best possible manner and within the regulatory framework. At this time, we have affiliation with the Karnataka State Board from grade 1 to 10. The NIOS board, which we've been running, continues, and we are now at an advanced stage of securing the CBSE affiliation, inshallah. Now, for those parents who've been with us for some time, I know we've been talking about the CBSE affiliation for some time now. We had some peculiar challenges to address, which took a lot of time and effort. Alhamdulillah, we managed to address them, and the CBSE inspection committee was quite impressed with the setup and our practices, our education practices. The post-inspection formalities are going on, and we hope to very soon, inshallah, start the CBSE curriculum, inshallah, in the coming academic year, which is 2019-20. And once that comes, we will be the only CBSE affiliated Islamic school in Bangalore. Now, how will that change things? Now, this might be important for those parents whose children are going into grade 9 next year. So right now, our students have two options in grade 9. We have under the NIOS stream. So we have the science and math stream, and we have the non-science and math stream. The non-science and math stream basically consists of English, Hindi, data entry, business studies, and home science. Now, with CBSE coming in, the only thing that happens is those students who opt for and are eligible for the science and math stream go automatically into the CBSE stream. And the others who do not wish to take math and science still stay with the NIOS non-math and science stream. Yeah, thank you for clapping. It's a win-win situation. That's something we provide. It's a win-win situation. We don't force our students to take math and science. There are other career alternatives, and we want our children to explore all the alternatives depending on their skills. Now, looking beyond grade 10, we plan to start a 5-year bundle program, which consists of 2 years of senior secondary, which is +2, followed by a 3-year degree program in Islamic studies. Now, the idea is on the drawing board, and we will update you once the program takes shape. We are also considering a regular +2 program with CBSE or the state board. To complement our academics, we look for programs to develop and enhance skills of our students. Now, with the realization that our students need to be good orators and should be able to express themselves effectively, we started a public speaking program nearly 2 years back. It's something we call Anjuman. So a team of mentors took it amongst themselves to train these children to shed the inhibitions and to come out and speak effectively. It's been a very successful program. Last year's finale, the Mahanjuman, was extremely successful. And this year, we aim to go one level up. We have the Mahanjuman 2.0, inshallah, which will be held in the month of January sometime. The dates will be announced very soon. And similarly, we introduced another program this year, which is the Junior Engineer program. Children love robots, planes, and rockets, obviously. This Junior Engineer program helps children understand the science behind the working and construction of these models. They actually build scaled-down models which fly. And we are still not there yet. In a couple of months, we'll actually be launching a model rocket, which I'm told can soar up to 300 feet or 400 feet in the air. The second element, which is fitness. Now, our school is very well known for its vision and opportunities to the students in the area of sports. Our achievements in this field are significantly growing every year, and I will just highlight a few important achievements in this particular year. 8 students have qualified and were awarded the brown belt in karate. We won the overall championship in a inter-school competition across Bangalore. We won 3 medals in an Indo-Sri Lankan martial arts championship, which was basically teams from India and the Sri Lankan national team. So that was a very, very big achievement for us. Two of our current students and 2 ex-students have been selected to represent Karnataka in the kickboxing nationals. So they're representing the Karnataka state. This tournament is about 10 days away, and we will be representing our boys, are part of the team. In fencing, we've done some great achievements. Last year, we were the School of the Year. We won the most number of medals in fencing. And this year, we've won 3 medals, and we've got the second runner-up overall, but this is out of a total of 80 schools. So having the second runner-up is a very, very, very significant achievement. These achievements are so significant, and more importantly, they show the level of fitness our students have, and we believe that translates into more productive study sessions, a fresh mind, a fresh body. Now, just in case you're wondering, this fitness aspect is given equal importance to both boys and girls, and just to prove that, we had this small fitness challenge between boys and girls involving planks and sit-ups. And I'll tell you, the girls beat the boys hands down with an individual record of 200 sit-ups and 4 minutes of planking. That's a very big thing. A round of applause for all our girls. Right. Now, needless to say, the boys weren't pleased with that, and the girls were unstoppable in their celebration. That does not take away anything from our boys, who have proved time and again in various competitions how fit they are by bringing a lot of medals and trophies to our school. A round of applause for them as well, please. All the boys. This is the kind of atmosphere we have. Everything. We have swimming classes, as you all know, in a proper heated pool with boys and girls separate. Now, the third element I was talking about after academics and fitness is the element of faith, which is the base on which the school was formed. Now, the faith element is not just about hifz. It's about spiritual development of a student. Now, besides the hifz program, which will be covered in a little more detail by my colleague, we also have the Islamic studies, which covers the seerah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It covers aspects of fiqh related to a student's life, Islamic history. It covers tarbiyah. Tarbiyah is a very important part. Now, in this context, we're talking about tarbiyah as a continuous and comprehensive process of developing all aspects of a Muslim's character and personality: spiritual, intellectual, moral, social, and physical. We focus on issues that students face at different phases in their life, depending on their age. And what this thing basically does is, one of the core things it does is it helps our students differentiate between halal and haram. And that's, to us, is a very, very important thing. So there we are. 3 critical elements of a student life: academics, faith, and fitness. Independent and interdependent, blending to give every student an ideal atmosphere for growth, success, discipline, and maturity. And we at Al-Basheer School work every day to give our students the best possible proportion of these elements. I have one other very important development to announce before handing over the mic. I have the privilege of formally announcing that Al-Basheer School is starting a hostel facility for its boys from the next academic year. Now, this is a result of popular demand from parents across India and a lot of parents from the Middle East and the US. I'll just brief you on what this is about. It's a facility dedicated only to Al-Basheer students. Boys from grade 4 onwards can avail this. The place is approximately 4,300 square feet. And it's located in the south of Bangalore, an independent building which will cater to 16 students this particular year. The interiors have been done up by a proper interior designer, keeping in mind needs of students. It's equipped with proper study tables, beds, CCTVs, computers, prayer hall, UPS backup, everything that a student needs. There will be hifz classes. Children will have hifz classes every day, and they will be taken to proper sports facilities to keep them fit over the weekend. It's going to be a very unique experience. Interested parents can reach out to us and can approach the admission counter as well, which is set up on this floor on your way down. We urge our Muslim brothers and sisters to enroll their children in Islamic schools, whether Al-Basheer or any other Islamic school, good Islamic school for that matter. Please understand, dear parents, in this turbulent and deceptive environment that we live in, where so-called cultural advances are eroding the true purpose of life, and adherence to religious practices is no longer the base for a person's existence, where fanatics are being treated as demigods. This is the kind of environment we live in. It is of paramount importance that our children are given a school environment where they are able to gain worldly knowledge, they are able to practice the Islamic way of life, a way of life which guides us to being good citizens, being successful professionals, and most of all, being good human beings. An environment which helps us preserve and practice the way of life propagated by our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This will help in bringing about a positive change in the society, a change which fosters a healthy environment of coexistence, devoid of any religious, cultural, or ideological barriers. Inshallah, this will pave way for our success in this life and the hereafter. We ask you all to pray for the success of the school, and we welcome any suggestions you may have for its improvement. Barakallahu feek. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I now invite my colleague Sheikh Danish, who will give you a brief description about the Hifz module that we have in our school and how it is different and how it's helped our children.